The problem is that it's easy to sell. The hard part is about building trust. So Jeremy, do you find yourself, when you encounter a sales call, do you find yourself sort of screening them out before you've even had a chance to listen?
Yes, is the short answer to that. You know it's a sales call almost immediately. I become irritated when they've got through to me, having usually lied to someone on the way through. Usually by that stage, I've already found out they've lied to me. I don't want to work with someone that's prepared to lie to me just to talk to me. If they send me an email, then they'll get a response from us, even if we're not interested. But the corollary of that, I'd like to know, is what doesn't work anymore for you?
I would probably agree that a cold call, especially if it's not warranted to the practice, it's not wanted. You can tell straight away if you are trying to get from the gatekeeper to the director, that they can see you a mile off. What business owners appreciate is a very direct sort of approach via email. And if there is a need, they'll get back to you, or they might put your offering on file. The cold calling is a no-no. Don't get me wrong, you can create your own luck in certain cases where you know there is a specific time in the month where maybe someone would appreciate a cold call, depending on your style of delivery. Same applies for LinkedIn. LinkedIn obviously is a great way to connect with decision makers. However, if you're going to connect with someone and then a minute after connecting with them, hit them with the sort of like hard sell, then it's the same reaction.
So, I know the answer to this. Do you feel selling now is more about filtering than it is about persuading?
I would say yes. Like I said, if I'm connecting with accountants, if I'm connecting with solicitors and they're connected with me, they know straight away, okay, if I have a client in need, that's a firm that I could potentially refer to. I think that's a good approach, as opposed to being direct, being in someone's sort of like face, trying to persuade them when they know what you do.
One story, I've once in my life attended a networking event and got a job before I sat down. In 25 years, once. It had to happen once. That means it's probably never going to happen again. I'm sure you've had this, you have those events where someone is brand new in this sort of networking. They walk in with 47 business cards, throw them out like confetti, and they've gone within 20 minutes. And you think, what a waste of business cards.
Yeah, I've had that. I mean, you'll always get that today. You'll be having a good, genuine conversation and you'll just feel eyes burning, on your left or your right cheek, and you look and someone's just waiting there and say, hi there. And I always leave the circle open. But when someone steps in and it's not genuine and they just put their card down in your hand, they don't really leave a good impression. So Jeremy, when does a sales conversation actually feel genuine to you?
I have so few. It is very rare actually that something we need is actually covered by something someone's tried to sell us. If they had, then we would have no qualms about using them. If they'd approached us in a way that identified what it was they were selling and the sort of circumstances when it might be able to help, and they did it on a fairly brief email, then allowed us to come back to them in our own time. So why do badly timed cold calls annoy people so much, Dwayne?
I hate it personally where I'm in the middle of an admin task, normally in the morning, and someone calls like first thing.
Yeah. 9:57.
Yeah.
So 8:57, isn't it? All the time.
And I appreciate the sales process when it's badly timed and they don't listen, and they're just listening to then repitch. You can hear it. It's like, okay, so you're not interested, but tell me. And it's just like, are you not?
I have to say, sometimes I hear that as I'm putting the phone down. So I've made it very clear I don't want to have this conversation now. And you can just hear them going on to the second paragraph. And they're going, I can't be bothered.
Or getting your name wrong. I've been called Graham, Dwahani. I'm like, so can you say my name again? Dwahani. And I'm like, we've got Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Yeah. Okay. Very popular actor. And my name is spelt just like his. How could you get it wrong?
Well, the other two that I particularly hate are, I've just seen your profile, Jeremy. I think we can work really well together. She go, well, okay, maybe I'll become your friend. And then bang, can we have some time to so I can tell you all about the products I sell to my clients? I'm like, this wasn't a genuine attempt. This was all about getting me to say yes to something and then get me to turn up. It puts my back up, and the answer's always, even if I needed it, the answer's probably going to be no. I do appreciate if you are a new startup, you won't necessarily have the network capital that Frost Group's got over the years we've done it, but I think that's probably part of the fun. You need to learn that and understand what works and what doesn't work.
There are ways to land well and get the response, even if it's like, 95 no's and 2 yeses and 3 maybes. I think that's good metrics. So thank you for listening once again. And if you like what you heard, please feel free to like and subscribe. Ideally subscribe, and then obviously like as you go.